Do not scroll away, especially if you work in embodied AI, industrial robotics, AI foundation models, or AI agents. You know what today means. On June 1, 2026, China put 102 national standards into effect. These 102 are a broad batch covering fire safety, gas appliances, public health, and other areas. They are not a robotics and AI package. But on the very same day, the first industry standard for embodied intelligence, a benchmark testing method, also took effect. From now on, if your robot product cannot produce benchmark test data, or your AI agent has no traceable and auditable compliance evidence, this may no longer be just a product quality issue. You could face disqualification from tenders, heavy administrative penalties, and even criminal liability in serious cases. Is this a tightening constraint or protective armor for the industry? In this video, I break down the relevant standards and legal risks, focusing only on practical value, what directly affects you, what to do next, how to avoid pitfalls, and where the opportunities are. This is not empty trend talk, it is decision-making reference material worth saving and rewatching. On June 2026, 102 national standards took effect in China. Many people see this as ordinary policy news. But placed alongside the first embodied intelligence industry standard that took effect on the same day, they send one clear signal. If you work in embodied AI, industrial automation, AI applications, or agent deployment, AI and robotics are moving from demo, financing, and announcing into evaluation, acceptance, accountability, and scalable delivery. This does not only affect standards departments, it affects the whole value chain. Embodied AI companies must explain how perception, decision, and execution are tested. Robotics and automation companies must prove safety, success rate, and recovery ability. AI application and agent companies must show traceability, auditability, and human confirmation for high-risk actions. Integrators must upgrade from experience-based delivery to standardized delivery. End users should stop relying only on sales demos and start checking standards, reports, data, and liability boundaries. Many automation projects used to end when the equipment could run and the customer signed off. But the smarter AI and robots become, the more complex the risks are. Future delivery cannot simply say intelligent recognition, autonomous picking, or automatic agent workflow. It must specify recognition accuracy, picking success rate, cycle time, mispick rate, collision rate, human takeover count, continuous runtime, recovery mechanism, log retention, and model version traceability. The future is not selling a feature. It is delivering a capability that can be verified, reproduced, and held accountable. Here is the key warning. Standards include mandatory standards and recommended standards. Recommended standards may become binding commitments once written into contracts, tender documents, acceptance terms, or product manuals. Mandatory standards carry higher risk. Products or services that fail to meet mandatory standards may be prohibited from production, sale, import, or provision. For robotics and AI companies, risks include product removal or sales suspension, administrative fines and confiscation of illegal gains, contract breach and compensation, product liability for personal or property damage, false advertising risk, data and AI compliance risk, credit record damage, and tender disqualification. In serious cases, criminal liability may also be involved. Companies should build 4 systems immediately. First, a standards mapping table that maps robot body, controller, vision, fixtures, safety modules, software platform, AI model, and data interfaces to applicable standards. Second, testing and acceptance systems with task libraries, failure sample libraries, and boundary scenario libraries. Third, logging and traceability systems that record sensor data, model versions, control commands, abnormalities, and human takeover. Fourth, safety and compliance systems defining emergency stop, speed limits, permissions, human confirmation, risk boundaries, data security, and responsibility division. This wave of standardization is not bad news for professionals. It is an opportunity. The most valuable people will not be those who only teach robot points or only call model APIs. The valuable people will be hybrid professionals, robotics plus process knowledge, AI models plus factory data, automation plus safety acceptance, project delivery plus standards documents, agent capability boundaries plus real workflow deployment. Embodied AI test engineers, robot acceptance engineers, industrial AI evaluation engineers, AI safety compliance engineers, and simulation test engineers will become more important. Here is the final checklist. If you are a founder, stop doing only demos. Turn demos into testable products, products into acceptable solutions, and solutions into repeatable delivery. If you are an end user buying robots or AI systems, ask 7 questions. Which standards apply? What are the test scenarios? What are the success and failure rates? Can abnormalities be traced? How is safety responsibility divided? How are data and model versions managed? Who maintains and upgrades the system after delivery? Robotics and AI are moving from claiming intelligence to proving intelligence. The next generation of robots will not be proven by one demo video, but by standards, data, scenarios, and delivery capability.